Hey, bro. I want to fight something, bro. Hey, bro. Come on, bro.
Leave me alone.
Come on, bro. I want to fight something. Yes, he did. I'm glad I got witnesses.
I seen you don't remember the catch and shoot.
Forget that. Forget that.
Why you got me in the corner?
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, now we good.
I ain't going for none of them things.
You don't even need to insist.
Hey, oh! Boy, that boy still got it. Come on. Brother. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
no,
you
I'm
better.
too strong for that. Watch that.
Do it again. Do it
Okay.
again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Stick the 2 rounds.
Bing, bing, bing.
Destiny doesn't murmur. It confronts you head on. Shakur Stevenson speaks with the confidence of someone whose eyes are fixed solely on the finish line.
When I was a kid coming up, Dre was the person I wanted to be like. He was the last person to win the Olympic gold medal. So for me, it was like I wanted to be the next person to win the Olympic gold medal. And I kind of watched all of his tapes. I studied him like every day faithfully, and he played a tremendous part on my style of boxing. Now, it's always been a lot of talk. I always be talking a lot of like smack to Dre just because I always watched him. Like I always been looking up to him forever. So now it's like, I just want him to get in the ring and like teach me a few things. I'm not like trying to go crazy, but I just want to be able to say I got in the ring with Andre.
In the training camp, the atmosphere is different this time. Calm, focused, almost precise. As he moves up to 140 pounds, there's no unnecessary hype, no frantic bulking, just a quiet confidence that skill will carry him.
My time, all I see is the destination that I'm trying to get to. I think I'm the smartest fighter on the planet Earth. I don't just beat guys. I'm the type of fighter that dominates people. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. You better be ready, boy. We are in Las Vegas, Nevada. We at the UFC boxing gym. January 31st, I'm fighting Teofimo Lopez. I'm moving up to 140 pounds, super lightweight. The process ain't nothing new. I'm not trying to put on all that muscle and all that extra they keep talking about. Skills pay the bills, and that's what's gonna show up on.
His looking back on the obstacles is faced, the defeats against Ruben Villa, the setback with the Los Santos, and how doubt tried to sneak in. But it's clear how those experiences shaped the mindset he has today. Shakur spoke about meeting Zapita head-on rather than backing down, about aiming to dominate instead of simply winning. That kind of growth is intimidating for anyone who steps into the ring with him.
Well, so this here fight with Teofimo, I know we can guarantee you for sure, 100% he's gonna be ready.
This camp feel way different from previous camps. Being away from my daughter, being away from my future wife, that's the most challenging thing. You gotta keep your eyes on the prize. This is sharpest I think I done been for a fight. My diet, I let the nutritionists and all them kind of people take care of that. I just show up and eat whatever they give me. So I pay attention to what makes me feel good, and I just stay on that. Turn them out of there. Walk them out, walk them out. I put a lot of great people around me, challenge me and push me and take me to the next level, and I think that's what keeps me at my sharpest. Terrence Crawford, that's my big brother. I love him to death. I feel like if he wasn't in my career and in my life, it'd have been very difficult getting to the level that I got to. He kind of told me is take every guy serious. Seeing him and seeing how he prepared for guys who I know that's not on his level, it kind of turned me up to make sure that I do the same.
He showed Teofimo genuine respect, praising his speed, power, and ring intelligence. Still, the tension was palpable when he brought up that sparring clip, insisting the footage didn't tell the full story. Teofimo knows exactly how those rounds unfolded.
You 4 kings, but you're in my way. So I gotta move you out my way.
This guy is the best, and we're here to face the best. That's just what it is.
Teo's that guy. Like, I admire his style. I done said this before. I think he's a hell of a boxer. He's fast, he's strong. He got boxing IQ, you know how to outbox people. We sparred before. We did 3 rounds, and Teo posted a video that is very misleading.
Then he said the line that really hits. Teo is looking for a brawl, and Shakur believes that could play right into his hands. With Terrence Crawford guiding him like a big brother mentor, this camp feels less like routine preparation and more like fine-tuning for something historic.
The first round, so we warming up. Ain't nobody really land nothing. Like, he know deep down inside, he remember how the sparring went.
He said stop recording. Come on, dog.
gonna want to make this a firefight, but I think that's gonna be his downfall. Being that I know that I'm getting in the ring with the truth, I want to elevate my game and make sure that I'm better than him. I want to be better than him in every on fight night.
While Shakur talks about destiny and fine-tuning, Teofimo Lopez is out here embodying the storm nobody saw coming. He jokes about Shakur as the road runner and himself as the coyote, classic Teo energy. But beneath the humor, you can sense just how focused and intense this camp really is.
Like what we see Teofimo Lopez, 2-time world champion.
Yeah, what it is, baby. Box off, and it's a takeover times that by 2, because we are 2-time world champion in 2 different weight divisions. We here at the House of Champions. We breed them, we make them, and you know what? We take the belts and we take them. Let's get it, baby. Teofimo in the flesh. Let's go.
Is describing relentless conditioning, swimming, late-night glove sessions with no breaks, pushing himself to the edge just to see where limits lie. Teo's dad jumps in like the ultimate hype man, pointing out that his son was beating grown pros at 13 and built for this from the very start. That perspective really explains the confidence he carries.
I've been with him ever since he started boxing, which was at 6. I really knew that he was really good when he started beating professional fighters at 13, 14 years old.
Right here, man. How to right hand up here. Right, left, right. 1 feet. Thumb jab right.
Up. I got. You need to get on your gloves and learn how to do it.
Teo frames himself as the underdog, taking on the sport's favorites with a noticeable chip on his shoulder. He's still carrying the weight of the Lomachenko legacy, the health scares, the politics, the setbacks, and transforming all of it into motivation. This isn't just bravado. Teofimo is making it clear that January 31st is his moment to conquer.
That hook, crease it. Yep. Right here, man.
Out of right hand up. So that's why we got to keep beating these guys. Beating Shakur. This is part of it to get to that next level. I pretty much have had almost everything thrown at me, and I look forward to see what will be thrown at me come January.
After Teofimo spoke about conquest, destiny, and his lone wolf mindset, Spencer Oliver and Gareth Davies stepped in, sounding like professors debating a complex fight simulation. They weren't arguing hype, they were analyzing ceilings. Garrett's take on Shakur reaching the Everest of his potential had me chuckling, because that's legacy talk, not fight week chatter. When he calls Shakur not just generational but potentially all-time, that's pressure, not praise. Then Spencer adds, yeah, but Teo is the spoiler. And that's exactly right. Teofimo isn't here to play the hero. He's here to shake things up.
Lopez blows hot and cold, but when he's good, he's really good. Vasyl Lomachenko was an outstanding performance. Then he got derailed by George Kambosos in the fight after that and just seemed to lose his way a little bit, but in recent times looks back to his best. It's a fascinating fight. This, for me, is all about whether Shakur Stevenson can step up and bring the greatness. He's daring.
I love how they framed it as brains versus brute force, IQ versus raw power, rhythm versus bursts. That's the real tension in this matchup. Gareth basically said Shakur can win on points only if he's flawless, not just good or sharp, but perfect. And that's a dangerous benchmark. Meanwhile, Spencer kept highlighting Teo's footwork, explosiveness, and bullet-like presence, pointing out that Teo doesn't need to outbox Shakur. He needs to move him, pressure him, shrink the ring, and make things uncomfortable. That's not just strategy, that's a personality. The craziest part came when they broke down the mental game. Neither fighter really shows cracks. No fear, no insecurity, just two focused minds colliding. And that's intimidating.
Lopez will put him in that position because he's got that physical
So it's
advantage.
all about the timing in the mid-range.
He
It's going to be fascinating.
He has the physical attributes to put him on the ropes, and he knows that that's where his game's at. He's not going to be able to outbox Shakur. Yeah, he's a great boxer himself, and he's very athletic, and he's got great movement and all that, but he's explosive, he's more bullish, and he will have to bull Shakur. He'll have to...
They basically painted it like a chess match with body shots, a standoff where one slip can end everything. When they said Shakur can't just sit back on the ropes and rely on defense like before, because Teofimo will turn it into forward momentum, that's the reality check. This fight isn't about style points. It's about controlling space, dictating rhythm, and setting the pace. Spencer sees Shakur. Gareth sees Teofimo as the one who could topple the climb. That's the divide. One fighter aiming to make history, the other trying to shake the foundation. That's why this matchup feels dangerous from every angle.
Lomachenko is a faster but very fluid type of fighter in the mold of Shakur, he's a very loose-limbed, very relaxed fighter who can be offensive and defensive. It wouldn't surprise me to see Shakur down in this fight as well and get up and win the fight closely on points, but I can also see Teo.
After Spencer and Gareth break the fight down into a calculus of space, IQ, and footwork, O'Shaquie Foster jumps in like a live wire. No filters, no flowery language, just pure intensity and unfinished business energy. When he talks about Shakur, it's clear this isn't just boxing rivalry. It's personal history, ego history, gym history, all layered together. Saying Shakur is his number one target isn't matchmaking talk, it's obsession. And his take on Shakur's defense is blunt. All that impenetrable talk doesn't matter once you're facing someone faster, stronger, and more athletic. You can feel the confidence in his voice, like he's already running the fight in his mind. Foster isn't impressed by labels, he's impressed by impact. Then, when he shifts to Teofimo versus Shakur, the tone changes from personal vendetta to analytical. He doesn't pick sides emotionally. He breaks down style.
I think it's a great fight. Stylistically, I think it's up and down as far as you can't favor no side stylistically because you got Teo that's super athletic. You got Shakur that like to control distance, but you know, I think Teofimo with the athleticism and certain things that he'll be able to close it in certain parts of the fight.
He highlights Teofimo's athleticism and his knack for closing distance in unexpected spots, showing how that alone can disrupt a technician like Shakur. I also like how he calls out the odds, basically saying, the numbers don't know boxing, they only track betting trends, not what happens in the gym. That's a true fighter's perspective. Records don't show danger, habits do. When Foster references Teofimo's success against southpaws like Lomachenko and Josh Taylor, it's not trivia, it's pattern recognition. Teofimo doesn't just fight styles, he figures them out. Still, Foster leaves it open-ended. The fight could be a chess match, or it could ignite if Teofimo forces risk. Forces is the key word, because Shakur doesn't chase chaos. Chaos has to be brought to him. Foster's energy boils down to this. Shakur is elite. Teofimo is dangerous. And when elite meets dangerous, the ring doesn't care about narratives. It only cares about pressure, timing, and who cracks mentally first. That's not hype, that's fight reality.
Off of Teofimo being up and down in you know, certain fights he looked this and then certain fights he looked great. So I think they going off consistency, but I don't really pay too much attention to them odds makers because they really don't really be knowing the background of boxing. What's the amateurs, what really people got in them, you know, in the boxing. Like they just going off, you know, kind of what everybody pouring their money into and what the hype is. But I think it's more of a closer fight, odds.
Here's my honest take, with zero fan bias and my fight nerd brain fully engaged. If this turns into a pure technical chess match, Shakur likely edges it on points. His control of distance, timing, and ability to make rounds look crisp are tailor-made for judges, especially if he keeps Teofimo reacting instead of taking charge. But fights rarely stick to the page. Teofimo is the unpredictable element. He doesn't operate in neat patterns. He moves in bursts, sudden shifts, and explosive windows where a single round can swing the whole story. That if Teofimo commits to the body, pressures the space, and stays composed when Shakur disappears in front of him, this fight gets dangerously close. I see flashes where Teofimo looks unstoppable, and other moments where Shakur is untouchable and precise. My gut says a close decision for Shakur, but there will be rounds where Teofimo steals the show and sends social media into a frenzy. This feels like one of those fights where the scorecards spark debates that last longer than the bout itself.
I would say the athleticism mostly. And it seems like he do pretty good against southpaws. I mean, Lomachenko and Josh Taylor, that's two different styles, two different sizes, and he made it look kind of easy with both of them. So we'll just have to see, man. I think it's gonna be a interesting stylistic matchup because we don't know what we're gonna get. It could be a boring 12-round fight, or it could heat up to where Teofimo make him take chances. So